Today I want to show you how to build the basic BGP lab in eFNG. I will start with the BGP 101, building a eBGP, that's an external BGP peer between two routers. So let's begin. In my eFNG, I will create a new lab called BGP 101. That's the name of the lab. You can name it whatever you want. The fresh lab will open with anything in it. So I will add a node. Let's see if I can find it. I have a Cisco VIOS router or virtual IOS router. I will need two nodes because I'm building a BGP peer between two routers. Everything else can stay as a default. That's absolutely fine. So I click save. Two routers appear, number one and number two. First thing I will do, I'll create a connection between those two routers. Gig 0 to gig 0, 0/0 be precise. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Click yes. Now, just so we have some basic IP addressing, sorry, I just want to add a text here. The router number one will be have loopback 1.1.1.1. That's fine. The second router will be 2.2.2.2. Now, and the interface between those two routers will be on a subnet, which is 192.168.0.0/24 for our lab. That's good enough. Obviously, if you're working in a production, you will be not selecting /24 for point-to-point link. You will go /30 or /31. So that's all done. Highlight both of the routers, click start. And now let's wait for those two routers to boot up. And when they will boot up, we can start with the configuration. Once the router boots up, you just click on the router. Because I'm using HTML5, the router will open a new web browser window, and we can have a look. Yes, so the router is static. I don't want to begin with the initial configuration, so just click or type no. I will do same for number two. No. Just so it's easy, I will drag them so they are router number one, router number two. Let's wait for the routers to boot up. It will take a few minutes to run through the boot up process. So now the boot up process is finished. You can see we are on the router. We are on the router one. So let's begin. Only thing I will configure is the interface IP, loopback IP, some commands that are handy for when you're configuring the routers in a CLI, and then I will configure the eBGP peer between router 1 and router 2, and I will advertise the loopbacks into the BGP protocol. So let's start. So I'm on router 1, so I will change the hostname to R1. That's good. Next command is no IP domain lookup. That's if you do mistypo, so the device doesn't try to start DNS looking up the command you just type, and it will speed up your configuration. The next one is interface line console 0, and I wanna logging synchronous, so when the message is coming into the terminal monitor into my window, they will not interrupt my configuration commands. So those are those two handy commands if you're configuring the device from the CLI. And now let's start with the configuration. So I said let's first check the interfaces. So for interfaces from my lab, I remember we configure on the 0/0. So let's come back. So in gig 0/0, I want no shot IP address 192.168.0.1. I believe was the subnet we selected. Yes, with the subnet mask 255.255.0. That's a /24. And the next interface was interface loopback 0, and the IP address was 1.1.1.1 255.255/32. Protocol is stay up, and this is the IP address build. Let's jump onto the router 2. That should be ready to, yes. So enable conf-t no IP domain lookup. That's the reason it doesn't want to take it. No IP domain lookup on console 0 logging. Yes, that's good. Exit out of that and check the interfaces to show IP brief. Yep, and it was same again, so it was interface gig 0/0 no shot and configure the IP address 192.168.0.2. The other router is .1 255.255./24 for the subnet mask. I will exit interface configuration and configure the loopback 0. In this case was 2.2. IP address 2.2.2 subnet mask 255.255.255 and exit out of it. Let's do show IP brief. And we can see we have a 0/0 and a loopback 0. Now let's look at the router 1. We exit the configuration, show IP brief. We have an interface configuration up, loopback configure. So the first stage configuration of interfaces is complete, and now we will configure the eBGP configuration. eBGP is between two BGP peers that have a different AS number. So let's start with that. So I go conf-t, I do router BGP, and I give this router AS number 65001. Neighbor, and in my case that will be the interface. This will be the neighbor and the interface IP address of the router number 2 192.168.0.2, and first I need to specify the remote AS, and in that case it will be not 65001 but 65002. The next command you need is activate, that you want to bring up the BGP for the peer, and hit enter. That should be all you need to configure the BGP to bring up the eBGP peer between those two routers. Next will be to jump onto the router 2. So the same thing, conf-t. Here the AS number will be 65002. We already specified in the configuration on the router 1. Router BGP 65002. Neighbor in this case will be 192.168.0.1, router number 1 with a remote AS 65001. Now the same command, just bit is activate. The BGP is already up. So I'll exit that. Now I will check the show IP BGP all summary. Now, and we can see that the BGP is up. We can see the neighbor 192.168.0.1. We can see its AS number and all is configured. We haven't specified the router ID, so it does, in this case, because I'm on router 2, it does pick up the loopback IP address as its own router ID. The same will be if I go here, show IP BGP all summary. Here it pick up its own loopback as a router ID. Today, the only thing we said we will configure is the interfaces and the eBGP peer, but we also, I said we also should configure the redistribution of the loopback IP addresses. Now, if I do show IP route, I only see directly connected IP addresses. So that's a loopback because I'm on the router 1 is a 1111, and then the interface of the interface which goes towards the router 2, but I don't see the loopback 2.2.2 from the router number 2. The reason is because the loopbacks are not redistributed. There are multiple ways how you can redistribute the IP addresses into BGP, but we'll try with the first one, and it's a redistribute connected statement. So I go back to config mode, I do router BGP 65001, and I do address family PV4 unicast redistribute connected. I will do the same on router number 2, router BGP 65002, address family IPv4 unicast, and redistribute connect. Now if I go back here, we still should see the routing table from a few seconds ago. If I do the same here again, we should see show IP route that the loopback 2.2.2 from the router 2 is present in our routing table. We can see it's a 2.2.2, it's advertised by the BGP. If we go back up here, we can see that 2.2.2 wasn't here. Theoretically, we should be able to ping it from the router 1 to 2.2.2.2. Yes, and we should also be able to ping it if we source will be loopback 0. So the routing between two eBGP peers is working now, and we redistributed the loopback interface into the BGP protocol with the command redistribute connected. That means that all connected interfaces will be redistributed into the BGP protocol. There are other ways how you can redistribute the connected interfaces or other IP addresses into the BGP, but we'll look into the next time. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.